To produce a pleasing and clearly visible gloss render, we need to achieve two main goals. The first one is to create dark lines along the edges, so we separate the object from the background. The second one is to eliminate unwanted, distracting reflections. In order to achieve these two goals, we use bright field lighting setup. One of the most important rules for this setup is not place any light sources within the family of angles. We'll use a shiny opaque floor and a translucent background for this setup. Let's set up the scene in Blender. For the gloss, I'll use this model from the blend kit and set up a new material and name it as gloss. I'll delete Principled BSDF and add a Gloss BSDF node. I increase the roughness value. Nothing is perfectly smooth in the real world. Next thing is to add a plane and name it as floor. Remember, I'll use a shiny opaque floor material. Set metallic to 1, decrease the roughness value to 0.1. Add another plane and rotate it and place it behind the gloss. Name it translucent background and assign the material. For this background, I won't use Principled BSDF. I add a translucent BSDF node. Now it is time to add the camera. Press Alt R Alt G to reset the position and rotation of the camera. Let's change the camera setting. The first thing is to adjust the focal length. I'll arrange the position of the camera. Let's go to the render mode. As you can see, my scene is totally dark. Add a light, an area light, and rotate it -90°. Now I'm getting the final result, but I have to arrange the light position. My scene is too dark right now. I will increase the power of the light source. Now looks better, but I don't want this line to be seen. That's why I need to set the position of the light. Let's turn off the overlays. I don't see the line. That's great. Remember the diagram. Any changes in X, Y, and Z dimensions will affect the final result. I will scale down the translucent background to get a more contrasty looking. That looks fine to me. Let's check the result. According to the diagram, my scene setup is done, but before press F12 to render, you have to adjust some compositing settings. I always use these settings for my renders. The denoise node removes noisy and grain from the render, while preserving details and edges. Lens distortion bends the image to imitate real camera lens distortions. Chromatic aberration slightly separates the red, green, and blue channels near the high contrast edges. Glare node produces optical effects around bright areas, such as bloom, fog glow, or light streaks. For realistic product renders, keep all three effects very subtle. They add subtle realistic camera imperfections, which increases photorealism. For the render settings, you can use these values. After that, press F12 to render. This is the render result. Even the best render looks weak without any post-processing. I do complete my post-process for images in Photoshop. For this render, I just increase a bit exposure and contrast and add some grain to the final render result. You can see the subtle difference. That's it for this tutorial. You can also visit my Behance profile to see my completed project. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.